Hello, my name is Hannah Conklin, and I am currently a second grade teacher. I'm going to be presenting research and details that I have found over the course of this semester on engaging and motivating students in a K-12 setting. In many situations, teachers are phenomenal actors, comedians, magicians, and caretakers. However, sometimes even the best and most engaging teachers find that their class looks something like this. Some are daydreaming, others are having side conversations. Some students are fiddling with different papers or with objects that they've created during your class, or some are even worrying about something other than the content being presented, like a problem that they might be having at home. And the list could go on. This semester, I set out to find research and more information about how motivation can be fostered in the classroom. As teachers, this image shows what every one of us dreams about. Students who are motivated to learn and want to learn more about the content, even if they must do it independently. Our expectation is for our students to come to us and be ready and excited to learn. However, that kind of motivation doesn't always happen with many students on a day-to-day basis, in my experience. Students today are unlike any other generation. Many students today have very high expectations. They play lots of sports, they're running around every evening, and they're not having as much time to just be a kid. Others are lacking basic needs, and they're worrying about where their next meal will come from. Did their mom pay the electric bill? Will they have clean clothes to wear to school? And even still, some are worried about their technology. In an age of instant gratification, some kids do not work at something for very long and often have short attention spans. How can teachers help their students find motivation and push beyond all that other stuff that students today are facing? My first teacher recommendation is using student motivation surveys. It's the teacher's task to uncover what motivates a group of students and design learning activities that will sufficiently challenge them to learn from the teacher and from one another. A study by Saeed and Zinger confirms that students who are motivated and engaged learn better, and that teachers can implement strategies to make their classroom a more motivational and engaging environment for their students. Teachers can use motivation type surveys to determine what students are motivated by. This would give the teacher knowledge about each individual student and the class as a whole. Surveys can be developed by the teacher, or a quick search pulls up many free options, including child-friendly ones such as the one that I have shown on my screen. Another teacher recommendation is to foster positive teacher-student relationships. Many of us know how important relationships are in the classroom. However, I'm highlighting the point that student-teacher relationships foster motivation as well. A study by Scales and co-writers described how high-quality student-teacher relationships play a critical role in academic motivation and achievement through studying 3 different schools. School communities should place significance on student-teacher relationships during their teacher training and evaluations. In the classroom, teachers can begin developing more high-quality relationships by really listening to students, giving them a voice within the classroom, admitting when a mistake has been made, and setting high expectations for their students from day one. The infographic shared on the slide says it all. Relationships matter for many reasons other than for motivation. The following 2 teacher recommendations are far more specific ways to motivate and engage learners. These studies completed on the 2 strategies uncover how the methods could help motivate students. This one here is about mobile pooling. Mobile pooling is a way that teachers are using to engage all students, even the students who may be less willing to share in class in front of their peers. Mobile pooling has a teacher share a question, and then students can all answer from a smart device on their own so the teachers can receive everyone's responses at once. For teachers and instructors, a study by Sun showed that mobile pooling could be a useful strategy to engage learners of all ages through brainwave activity and surveys collected throughout the study. Mobile pooling is also an effective way to collect feedback and a way to understand what students are learning throughout the class. In the classroom, this would be a way to use as an immediate formative assessment and to meet the students where they are. My last teacher recommendation is utilizing choice boards. The image being shown right now is an example of a choice board. A choice board is a way to allow students to feel as if they have a choice in what they are learning, while still covering standards and content needed for the grade level. An action research study outlined by Cook has shown that using choice boards can improve student motivation and engagement. The study focused in on using choice boards in math. However, a choice board could be used across subject areas. Choice boards also are an excellent way to assess student learning, end a unit, or practice grade level content. Utilizing choice boards can also empower students to be more independent and help them feel like they're making important choices about their learning every day. Although I was able to find a lot of different research and fulfill all the different research types throughout the semester, there are some limitations in the research that I have found. A lot of the research that I found was older and not within the last 6 years. I would have liked to have found newer articles post-COVID to see what teachers have been doing in regard to motivating their students since losing valuable face time. I also would have liked to see more studies using younger children. Although it's true that younger children are easier to engage and motivate, I think it would be beneficial to have research out there focusing on how to build intrinsic motivation in younger children. On the screen now, you'll see a few tweets from educators across the country on Twitter. Teachers and school staff everywhere are going to continue talking and discussing student motivation because of the importance and weight that it holds in the classroom. As a teacher, I hope that I continue to open doors for my students and give them the tools to find the motivation to walk through them. Thank you for watching and listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Here are my references. Thank you.